Yes. Dr. Mindy in the house. All right.
I appreciate that.
The carnivore diet.
Because of what we eat.
Honestly, you've really touched my heart.
But if we have blue light exposure after dark, it's gonna suppress our ability to produce melatonin. So you can put on these glasses, and that's going to reduce the amount of melatonin suppression. Because it's pretty easy. Like I know I've got 4 young kids, so busy trying to get them to sleep, and then it's 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then I just want to like look at my phone or veg out or something like that with my wife, right? So at least we put on the glasses.
That's good.
And we do that. We try to have a curfew of 9:30 for electronics, although we definitely don't hold tight to that all the time. But we do have our blue light blocking glasses to help reduce the amount of melatonin suppression. And then ideally, again, trying to get to bed, getting at least 1 good hour of sleep before midnight. Our ancestors, they went to bed shortly after sunset. So in the summer, that might be like 9 or 10 p.m. In the winter, I was oftentimes like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And then they would wake up at sunrise.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
So in some sense, we could say that our cell phones are making us fat.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That blue light exposure blocking your melatonin release. Now your brain's not going to detoxify as well. Now you're going to have higher amounts of stress hormone. In fact, when people say, because you'll hear this all the time, people will say, well, I get my second wind at like 10 o'clock. And I just feel like I can do so much. I can be so productive. And I always tell people, do not have any goals. No intense goals after 9 p.m., right? Yeah. So you're not trying to, do the laundry ideally, right? After 9 p.m. I know there's certain circumstances you might not be able to get around, but as much as possible, try not to have goals after 9 p.m. because now you're going to get a release of your catecholamines, dopamine, cortisol, adrenaline, and that is going to give you that second win. And you're going to feel good and you're going to feel productive, but it's going to significantly suppress your melatonin. You're not going to get good quality deep sleep and REM sleep. You're going to have a lot more daytime fatigue, and you're going to struggle with your productivity throughout the day.
What do you think the most important organ in our body is for fat burning?
That's a really good question. Most important organ. I'm going to say your brain, really.
Okay.
Your brain controls everything in your body. And so ultimately, if your brain is communicating well to your adrenal gland,